Welcome back, guys. This is MKG ENT. I'm coming at you guys with another video, another topic, another discussion. You know, it is, let's see, Friday, April 18th, 2025. Right now, China is dealing with the 245% tariff from America, is what is they're facing. You have to remember, guys, this is from just living. Everything that has happened in other countries, like especially like China, will happen to our America. I hate to say it. They're in a um there are a lot of places out there are going bankrupt. They're going bankrupt. They're losing their money. Um, who's to say that they're going against their own, you know, I don't know what's happening out there. And these are times where you have to really save your money. If you guys are new to the channel, throw a thumbs up, like, subscribe. I know I don't bring it up, but this is a serious discussion. Look, guys, they want you to keep buying their items, and it's up to you. Do you want to buy cheap items to look fancy and rich? Does this look? I got Beats by Dre, right? I don't consider myself fancy, really. I don't always buy the newest hat. I don't always buy the newest um shirts. I used to want to buy the newest Montclair shirt. You know what I'm saying? $200 shirt now, or gallery department now. I don't even care about none of that. I'll wear a pro club that's cheap, as so I could get, I get a bunch of different colors, and they still fit me to what how I actually like. um this trade war, though, it was already coming. There were so many people going, that weren't having jobs. Number one, there weren't really the jobs in America like that when Biden was in office, sad to say. I thought there was going to be. But I did work like 2 years in his. I worked 2 years in his presidency. But when I got out of that job, it was hard for me to find a job. But then again, when I got the job, I don't think there was at first. It wasn't like there was no jobs at first. At first there was a little bit of jobs, and then, you know with everyone pouring in and getting in their slips and stuff, getting it to, getting these easy money jobs. You know what? It's really showing how the economy's moving right now, because that's why you want to get yourself a good job. And if you lose a good job, don't stress it out, because some jobs are really crashing. Like, I don't know. When Americans could say, like, I'm not saying there's uncertainty. I mean, there's always uncertainty in the market, but I just say be aware, be prepared, start stacking up on you know, essentials, toilet paper, water, all of that good stuff, so you could start surviving out here. Not bad for the cough, guys. I'm still recovering. I'm a little sick, but I can't get you guys sick, so I could still post. You know what I'm saying? Um, you're gonna need to stock up on everything. Number two, you're gonna need little little bills or dollar coins. You're gonna want to have a safe. Maybe if you don't have the money, I mean, just store it. You know what I mean? Like, but you're gonna want to have some type of money currency so you could buy products in a sense. You're always just gonna want to have it, not just laying around. You want to have it where, like, say, emergency funds or something like that, where you're just like, all right, this happened, okay, boom. You have access to it. You don't need to really go to the bank. Um, you're prepared ahead of time. So if the bank runs out of money, you don't have to worry because you already went to the bank. You know what I'm saying? Um, like right now, this whole look at so there was a crisis, and there's been so many crises, and then you can't really tell in the food industry market sometimes because will always sell itself. It's an essential thing. But it's always about the work and the economy and how everything is selling. If people are making money, their buck. If they're not making their buck, then something's going on, man. So I hate to be the person that say that there is, but um, it's definitely not going, the way things should. I remember maybe like around 2020 or maybe 2019, no, 2020, 2021. I was seeing a bunch of cars just stockpiling up because no one was able really to afford them. mm, that didn't really shock me, but then people started, getting different things, which yes, we've been in a lot of crises. Money is an issue in America right now. I feel like unless you're above the working class or selling your own product, or you have your passive income. But for the people that are working day to day, I salute you guys. That's why I have another basically playlist. Um, it's gonna be telling you how to invest your money if you guys are trying to invest your money. So go ahead and check that out if you guys are interested. Um, right now before the time, because time is ticking, time's not on our side. I realize that from the get go. But essentials are gonna be the most important thing you guys want to keep. Will we go on a war? Will America be in a war? People ask. Why? How would I know? You know what I mean? It's like predicting the stock market. I don't know. I can't. It would look like it, but then it's just a trade war at this point. But I don't think the leader. I don't think the leader of that China. I don't think they're really too happy about their economy right now. That's the major. That's the major factor right there, ladies and gentlemen. Because if their economy is not booming, they're not making their money. Their their factories are going out of business, and they got so much inventory. So it's like, but then at the same time, it was a lot of junk and stuff that we didn't need. We didn't need. All right, so maybe a few things that were cool. Maybe like the little I had bought a savings thing. It was like to save $10,000, you put it'll tell you put $100, $5, whatever. I never really finished it, but you would mark it off with the marker. I bought I bought things like that. I'm it depends what you buy, but they're smart. They make everything, everything. They're in a like what? They're smart and They make it the how cheap they make it. They beat everyone's price out here. So it's almost literally impossible to compete with them when they could ship you 20 of them for like $1 a piece, you know, while you're over here trying to sell them for $25 each and no one wants to buy them from you. And then you're like, oh, well, people don't want to support. That's why, like, these days, you have to have a fan base. And that's why my fan base, I salute you guys. I support you guys if you guys support me. Because, this is essentially, it's game, man. It's, look, these people, they're pushing everything to us. So they're not pushing um, how could I say it? They're not even making no, I mean, Timu is Timu. I mean, it sounds so, you know what I'm saying? But they're making money. Money, you know what I'm saying? Money, so when you could sell, and I want to make merchandise pretty soon. I want to make, um, they're probably not gonna, they'll probably be MKG. Mr. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have some sick ass designs. I'm gonna make them pretty soon for you guys. I'm gonna make shirts and shorts and probably hoodies. If I don't make them this, I'm gonna try to make them this season, man. Just put it like that. I'm gonna really try. Um, as of always, I'm gonna be only making a limited amount, all sizes, all sizes. If if you want yours shipped, you look it. I have an Instagram. It's literally the same it's literally the same as my YouTube channel. So you go look that up. DM me. I could ship it to you guys. You know, you know what I'm saying? And as far as is like, if you guys even want to support Cash Apping, I don't put my Cash App because I don't know, like, I don't want to get people to give me money, like, you know what I'm saying? But if people really support, and you know what I'm saying, because I've reached a a limit where I've posted like, and not only the posts, I've reached a good amount of subscribers and even the view time. So I'll put my Cash App. You know what I'm saying? You guys could go and, you know what I'm saying. It's a 50-50. I might not even do it. I might not even want to charge you guys. You guys could go. You know what I'm saying? Cause I don't get paid from YouTube at all. I do these videos from the heart with the passion. What drives me is either making someone laugh or educating someone, making someone learn something new, that, wake up and they're like, all right, they understand this a lot. And they're like, all right, this makes a lot more sense. You know what I'm saying? It's what drives me. It drives me to it's propelled me to where I'm at. I could literally say that, and I wouldn't be here without you guys. You guys are the number one. You guys are, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I don't need you guys to. This is, you know what I'm saying? Because you guys already do enough. You know, if you guys want to rock my merchandise, though, that's all up to you, because that's support right there. I'm gonna start rocking my own merchandise. that being said, you know what I'm saying? Support your American, American made products, because, we're hustling, we're trying to do our thing. We don't I don't have hate. You know, I love every race. I love Mexicans. I love, the black people. I love the Asian people, the culture, the all every culture, the Filipino culture. I love, man. Um I don't have no hatred. I don't have no hatred in my heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, some races might not like me. I can't force people to like me, that's for certain. But one thing I could say, one thing I could leave you guys off with, and is maybe a thing, is just really be prepared. If you guys have a family, have look, there's places where you get, there's food banks, there's if you guys are really like, you need wipes, try to go to outlets. Look, try to get some wipes if if you guys got cats, dog food. There's places where they got them on sale, like outlets. Outlets have a lot of things for sale. Not check your food banks, because I'm telling you guys are gonna want to really stockpile and be, because cat food could be $12 right now, but then it could be like $50 in maybe about 4 to 5 months from now for one bag. Like, the big bags, the big bags, the bags. Yeah. Or dog food. Dog food's expensive. If you get a big dog, ooh, yeah. Look, I look out for your dog for me, because I love dogs. I'm a dog person. I don't, you know, in times like that, you might not be able to afford a steak. Even probably times like right now, that's why I say stock up on toilet paper and things like that, just in case. They tell you, oh, they've been telling you that for years. Well, I mean, they've just been making things worse for years and throwing a lot of things in people's heads. That's what it is. Um, and that's pretty much it. We're coming off to the end of the week. We're on a Friday, so Monday's coming up. Monday's coming up, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't know how the market's gonna react. We pray. I pray for all you guys. I pray that you guys make your your honest and best decision when it comes to this. And if you guys are really seeing this, I hope this message gets to somebody. And if you could share this with someone, that'll, you know, it'll help them out. Give them, a little understanding of what's going on around the world. Because what's going on around the world, it'll come right back at us.